Once again, ease of doing business, English speaking, lovely people, and great weather all year round. You know, come for the parties, but stay for the business.
The food is amazing as well.
No GMO.
One thing I will definitely say is that, yeah, let's talk that up, right? No GMO. So, okay, how many West Indians, like Jamaicans, for instance, do we have in the crowd? Raise your hand. All right. There are a lot of West Indian countries that, because, like, let's say you're Jamaican and you're just mixed with Jamaican, you can get a Jamaican passport. One of the easiest ways is getting that passport and then getting a Ghanaian or another African country's passport really easily with little to no fluff. And this is not professional advice, but I would also let you know to look into things like an honorary visa, which allows you to legally do work in the country, but be mindful of double taxation. So certain countries will, you know, there are fees associated with, you know, the taxes here in America and your balance over there in other countries. So while we start to talk about this, I want you to make sure you talk with your accountant, get a person who understands international accounting and is able to help you navigate those waters, but you might want to look into an honorary visa as well. So we're diving into this, but because of the time, I really want us to get into something really cool, right? So we have a very big announcement that we're about to make, and it's something that EYL has partnered with UMen to do. So can you please tell us, what is the Sambra City project?
So, with these amazing men next to me, and Rashad and Troy, we have purchased 500 acres of land in Ghana. Yeah, you can give a clap for that.
We have to clap for that. 500 acres of land in Ghana.
And we saw the year of return, and everybody was going home, but that everybody was doing the party. And the partying was not translating into anything tangible. And myself and Alvin had discussed this, and we said, so how are we going to make these people stay? Because they're coming to dance up and have a good time. And we said, well, what does it look like if we try to build out a place for people to stay? We saw various different people trying to build their cities and their civilizations, establishments, whatever. And we were like, so what does it look like if we build a city of return, which we decided to make a residential development. And we called it Sambra City because in the local language it means return or come home. So we wanted to build a place where the diaspora can go, live, party, and invest, because right now there's not that opportunity. And so we said, hey, how do we make it so that people will be able to invest? It's secure. We're working with local partners and international partners to make sure that the full process is there. So we decided to build a city. It's going to be 421 homes.
Hey, before you continue, I think this is a perfect time to cue the video. So we're going to show you guys a little bit about what EYL and these men are working on right now. Can we cue the video? Technicians, thank you.
Introducing the Cascades, Accra's newest premium community. The Cascades is phase 1 of the Sambra City development located at School Junction, Botiman, or Transaco Back Gate. This 30-acre gated community is the first phase of a new city development spanning 500 acres and providing all the best amenities in urban living with no compromise on quality and amenities. Located within a stone's throw of the newly constructed All-Africa Games Stadium and within a 10-minute drive from the Accra Mall, the Cascades is ideal for first home buyers, property investors, both local and abroad, and professionals looking for the perfect mix of great amenities, first-grade finishing, and premium services, all at the right price. Featuring spacious luxury 2-bedroom apartments, 3-bedroom semi-detached villas, and 4-bedroom detached villas in a modern gated estate with amenities such as a community center with a pool and sports facilities, bicycle lanes, a grocery mart, and shared workspaces, the Cascades ensures a safe and sound environment for your growing family. As phase 1 of the Sambra City development, the Cascades gives early buyers the opportunity to purchase a home at a highly competitive price and benefit from the increasing values of this premium development within the city. Book your unit today or get in touch for more information. The Cascades, the jewel of Zambra City, Accra's new address.
Segregation shouldn't be our thing at the end of the day. I'm here at EYL, you know, by invitation of my brothers, and it's the same thing back home. You know, we came to InvestFest to see if we could sell only 20 units. As of this morning, we've sold 100. That's to tell you the power of
already sold 100 of these houses.
That's just tell you the power of the platform of InvestFest. You know, it's for us. There's no divisiveness. Obviously, we give away 5% of whatever is sold to help build the community in Ghana and all the different people around. But at the end of the day, I think we should all just come together as one people and make this thing work.
I love that. You know, I'm very big on unite and conquer. I think we tried to divide and conquer for so long, it did not work for us. And so it's so important that we do work together. And the thing about Ghana that I love is that investing in that market, there's a lot of local Ghanaians who have a lot of money to invest in the market. And what I've been noticing is that although there was no middle class before, with so many Americans and British people moving into the continent, I feel like there's a middle class that is beginning to grow. So this is very beautiful. How can they support or invest in this? And you mentioned that you sold already 100. Where are you selling this? Where is this happening?
In the vendor marketplace.
In the marketplace?
We have a booth over there, so we're doing a 5% discount the whole weekend, so just come by, we'll talk about it. We're also doing trips for people to go back. Even if you've never been, you just want to go back to the continent, we have 2 booths on Route 54 as well. Come by, we'll do a whole package for you to come back home.
I love that. That's beautiful. You guys go to the booth. What was booth number again?
839 for Zambra City and 1033 for on Route 54.
Okay, you guys heard the numbers. Write it down. Go check out the booth if you've ever been interested and talk to them about it. So how else can they be a partner or be a part of this project outside of buying property? Is there other ways to collaborate?
Yes, because at the end of the day, I just found out that Starlink is just set up in Ghana. There's so many people in the crowd that do amazing businesses, and we're always trying to figure out how can we take some of these businesses back home. Like, we still need to, you know, power up the space, put some internet into space. If there are any businesses here that want to set up on the continent, we can come and put those businesses in this community as well. So please, whatever ideas you have, we're still open. We're building this together as our project with you as well. So come, let's talk about it.
So in Africa, Kwame?
There are challenges wherever you go. Doing business here in the States comes with its own unique challenges. I'm sure here in Atlanta is very different from doing business in New York, different from doing business in California. So the first thing is research, educate yourself. And it's part of why we are all here today. You know, educate yourself, get to understand. In Ghana, I'll say the unique challenge there is understanding the legalities of land law, especially if you're going into real estate. So luckily the information is all in English, so it's easy to understand. There are lots of legal firms, lots of realtors that will help you through the process. But that tends to be the biggest challenge for people, where they find that they either purchase a property from the wrong person, or somebody else shows up a week later and says that property you bought belongs to this other person. But we felt that we've gone through that process, so you don't have to. We've spent the time, spent the energy, making sure that whatever we get into, we've done all the due diligence. So we provide a one-stop shop, sort of like a fixed package, where we've done all the legal homework. We've checked on the property, we've made sure the paperwork is right, and then we make sure your investment also is safe. And that's part of why we've partnered with these lovely gentlemen here to provide this opportunity.
Perfect. Shaka, would you like to add something to that?
Yeah, know who you're getting into bed with. Know who you are working with. Because there are people who are going to sell you a dream and it's a scam. And there's many scammers out there. And when you know who you're working with, then work forward with them fearlessly and tirelessly. Because it's like we say in Jamaica, Babylon never takes a day off, so why should we? Right? And we need to build what we want to see in the rest of the world. There are issues, like there's issues everywhere, but I've known Kwame and Alvin for a long time now, and if you go to Ghana and ask about them, their reputation precedes them. and I've known Rashad and Troy for long enough now to know and see all of this opportunity here, to know that we have the market, we have the infrastructure. I'm involved because I'm bringing the Pan-African piece, because you're seeing this here now today. In a year's time from now, we'll be back again and we'll be showing you homes, we'll be showing you testimonials, because then there's the follow-up so that we can continue. So come and speak to us over there at the booth, but this is just the beginning of a journey, because they say that a journey of 1,000,000 miles starts with a single step. And we're taking that step and we're coming home, and that's what I'm saying.
All right, would you like to add something to that before we continue?
Yeah, Africa is not cheap. So sometimes when people come to the continent, they think that I'm just gonna spend $5 and get myself a nice estate. That's the first thing. So if there's a deal that sounds a little too good to be true, it probably is. You should definitely do your due diligence when it comes to that. It's not as expensive as the rest of the world, but it's definitely not cheap. You need to really sit down and do not part with any money at all until your lawyers have done everything that needs to be done. Because sometimes I want to tell you, if you don't pay it by Friday, you're going to lose it. Do not part with any money at all. Make sure that all your legals are done before you cut any checks. That's what I would say.
So before we wrap up, some areas might have internet connectivity, right? So if you have a company that is ran heavily on that, keep that in mind, right? You might not want to do that. But as we wrap this up, can we just give every person here maybe a social media real quick, so they can follow you on the gram or whatever social media you utilize? You might as well take it away.
I think my Instagram is Nivision, Nivision. I'll be there till Wednesday.
Okay, brilliant. And
I'm on Instagram at Kwame Blay, Kwame.Blay. Simple, first and last name.
Okay, brilliant.
And I'm barely on Instagram because they be censoring all my posts because I be speaking about black people stuff. But my Instagram is Shaka Bars. And just before we go, I just want to have everybody in here give a round of applause for Rashad and Troy, because this is amazing. I've never been here before. I've never seen any